used very much, and that's the Plasticard sheets. So I thought I'd have a go with some of this. This is that rib type, which is ideal for buildings. Looks like corrugated. You use it horizontal or vertical. So I thought I'd have a go with some of this, because I'm looking for buildings now for this top end of the layout between the road bridge and the tunnel. And I've got some of this stuff which is just packaging. Any sort of fairly sturdy packaging will do. I think this came out of the recent G-Tech that you bought. You know, the one that's a bit like a Hoover. I think that's what it's out of. So I thought I'd use this as a base, and then on top of this will go the Plasticard. Pieces of this as well, so you know, you could actually do quite a long one. If I put that in there, then with the Plasticard sheets you do quite a long run there, or split it into 2 or 3 different ones. So there's the glue I use. I've used about 300 of these now. Wilco all-purpose adhesive, and the Plasticard sticks quite easily to this cardboard. So this one I'm going to give you a clue as to what it's going to be, and there's the first clue, and there's the second clue. There's the E. As you can see, I'm going to cut round that, and then that'll give it the foam backing. Well, now I've got my family membership card, and get full English breakfast for £2.50. It had to be IKEA, didn't it? These are some of the wagons that I'm going to be using to transport ballast, and I'd run out of ballast, so I got this bag from Jim's shop, local shed, which I think is, there it is, 670 grams, which is a big bag, and it's only £3 or £4. But then of course Jim reminded me that I don't need to fill the whole wagon. The reason being that you fill the wagon with sponge and then just top up with ballast. Sponge to about 1/4 of an inch from the top, and the rest is ballast. Thanks a lot for that, Jim, for that little trick and reminder. I was going to fill all the wagons with ballast, which of course would have weighed about 300 tons. Again, it's basically packaging. There's the sponge. And there we are. Yeah, it works a treat. Done the same with the baluster, and because you can cut things like the sponge quite easily, cut it to the size you want. I've cut those low enough to the depth I want in there, so when I fill it with the ballast you'll still be able to see the four compartments. So there we are, you can still see the 4 separate compartments. I've upgraded this gantry crane now by taking the grab section, the part that comes down and lifts the flask. I've taken that off the first version I had and fitted it onto this one, so that's great now. Brilliant idea, Susanna, thanks very much for that. Yeah, that's sound. This is the new diesel refuelling point. Brilliant kit this from Bachmann. Really looks the part. Comes weathered, so I thought that would be perfect there. I've got it just on this line, just as we're coming into the oil terminal, and yeah, it looks brilliant that. Thanks to David Atkins for reminding me about the isolating the ram. I think we've done that okay now, and what I've done is I've put some fencing on the inside of this wall, and yeah, this is great stuff. This is the one that comes in a roll, and it's just sticky on the back, Again, this is from Jervis, and I've run it right away, you can see across the back and along the inside of the wall. So I think the sheep are fairly safe in there now. Keith at CSX Wrensville. This is the cottage up near the farm, and Keith at CSX Wrensville. A great idea, Keith. That this really should be rented out. So it is for rent now, if anybody's interested on a short-term rental, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months. It's just on the edge of the farm, and of course it's a great spot for train spotting.